Mhm.
How you doing today?
I am great. How are you?
I'm better.
Better now?
Very emotional day. I guess I
Yeah.
used to have them sometimes and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And how was your day?
My day has actually been pretty good. Got a lot done, productive, was excited to chat with you tonight. So, had my dinner, took care of the dogs, and here I am.
Oh, yeah. So so I'm trying to see how I want to start this because, like I said, I'm getting my head together. I'm sorry, smokers. It's been a very, very long, stressful day. So, which what's the one thing that you love about this business? We begin there.
I think honestly, probably it would have to be that I can be completely myself and I don't have to filter anything. And I'm able to, I guess, unleash the inside freak. I don't have to hide anything, and I can just be innately myself, no matter what the situation is. If I don't like something, I don't like something. I don't have to do it. But if I love something, I can do it over and over and over again.
So, how much of a freak were you before porn?
Ooh, okay. So growing up, I was actually pretty prude until I was about 18. I lost my virginity when I was 17. So kind of, I guess, on like the older scale, I suppose. Like nowadays, it feels like,
I lost
kids
mine
are,
at 16, so I was
yeah.
in my crew.
Yep, right. So I wasn't really into like anything crazy. And I did a little chatterbaiting when I was 18, 19, 20. I had an ex that him and I did a lot of like swinger stuff kind of together. And it was really fun because we did some group stuff on cam. And I was like, oh, I like this a lot. Like it's kind of like kinky and fun and I can
Yeah.
like on camera and and then I kind of like dimmed it down for a couple years. I was always interested in just, being my full sexual self, but I was in relationships that kind of subdued that a bit. So I wasn't really able to. And then I'd say the last like 3 or so years, I've really been full time, 100% myself and fully in this industry. So
So I find it interesting because it's like from talking to a lot of porn stars, especially females, that before they got in porn, they were in a very sexless. Well, it might have been sex, but it's not the sex that they enjoy. Relationship, and my thing is, was it the man that dictated how you did sex, or was it it was what we was taught that made you think that you had to subdue yourself in order to be in a relationship?
I think probably more of the second one for sure, because I was always afraid of, what people would think. And, if I was actually willing to put myself fully out there for, public to see and experience. And I think I kind of like made myself just more wary and more nervous about it. So I wasn't able to fully like let go and do it because I was always, like you said, I was always taught, no, that's wrong. Don't do that. Like, keep yourself, naked behind closed doors. You're not supposed to be able to, show everybody your body. That's like against the rules, blah, blah, blah. So I think I was definitely more of the second one on that one.
Shoot. Well, I'm pretty sure some of your exes probably seen your stuff and was like,
uh,
what did I miss out? Because I'm pretty sure even with my exes, they already knew what it was. But
yeah,
I can imagine with some of y'all exes, they were like, she won't doing that when we were together.
right. Yeah, total shock. Total shock.
Oh my God. So let's get this out the way. What's going on, smokers? And welcome to the Smokers Lounge. You know I'm Kavanaugh the Silver Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. You know where to find my links with one link, allmylinks.com/porn rap star. For sponsors for you to enjoy that help bring this wonderful podcast to you. The first one being the RodSizzleMagazine.com. Next up, BlushRocker.com. After that, the Kinky Candle Company on Etsy. Links in the description. And for people that need your legal needs, the Queen of Law from the Queen City, none other than Mitchell Ferrari. All the links are in the description. Also, you can find me 5 days out the week at fullswapradio.com in the morning, so you can have your wake and bake and your coffee and listen to me chop it up with the top porn stars and movie makers and whatever else who's willing to come on my show. You get to hear us talk and chop it up about some real shit. And also, you can find me on skyhyper.tv.com as well as the BGP LLC app. Now, as you see, she look gorgeous. She's sexy. By the picture behind her, she got one of the nicest asses I've ever seen. And she is truly, truly a fox. So I'm going to sit back and let her introduce herself to the smokers. Tell me who you are, baby.
I am Marie Fox. I am about 2.5-ish years, give or take, into the industry. I am originally from New York, but I live in South Carolina now. I love to travel. I love to meet new people, and I'm currently in the process of just exploring all I can do and just pushing myself and meeting all the people and doing as much genuinity as I can to just show everybody that I am I'm truly in this, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Now, once again, I'm retired, and I'm bumping into people that is in North Carolina, South Carolina. Where the fuck was you people at when my ass was active? Damn it. You know how hard it was to find females to work with that was serious about the business in the Carolinas? And now y'all done moved here. I'm like, oh, now I'm retired.
Oh, you got to come out of retirement then.
Everybody want me to come out of retirement, but man, it's so much I have to do to get out of retirement. It's so much headache that I have to go through to come out of retirement that y'all have to deal with. So, and everything. So, speaking about the headaches, what got you into the business? Because I know you were saying that y'all had swung before you dibbled with the chatterbait. So, what got you into the porn business?
Honestly, I had a friend of mine who was also in the business. She had been in it for a very long time, was very successful, and she, had a lot of very positive things to say about it. Mm-hmm. But truthfully, it really started from, it's kind of funny actually. So, my current partner, who's my fiance now, so we met, and I had basically told him, look, like, I'm a freak. I love doing all these things. I'm, super open, love meeting, like-minded kinky people. Let's just have fun. Like, let's do some stuff together. Mm-hmm. And it turned into setting up some like gangbangs with people locally, safe and.
Oh, wait a second. I thought you were gonna say y'all gonna go to a swinger party. No, she said set up gangbangs. Whoa, goddamn.
Yes. So he did that, and he was amazing with setting everything up. And we had another friend of ours that did that as well. So we got a really good group of guys, and we just would do them for fun.
You know how hard it is to put together a gangbang?
Seriously, it's
not an industry gangbang. No. Outside industry gangbang. I tried. It's hard.
Yep. So yeah, it definitely was difficult, but we did a few of them, and then we started videoing them just so I could watch. I just wanted to watch them because I was like, oh, this is so cool. Like, I love it. And then it kind of like evolved into like, well, what if we do like a little like OnlyFans? And then what if we start doing some like Sex Panther and, just seeing how I felt doing things live or having, you know, bits and pieces of me out there. And quickly, very quickly, it was one of those like, well, we're jumping all in. So that was kind of the start was just doing local stuff with, you know, people that we knew. And, you know, him and I would play together with other people. And, you know, it just kind of developed into my, like, it almost felt like a freedom to be able to be like, well, like, I am completely 100% myself now, and I don't have to hide any of this, and I can just, you know, fully embrace, you know, being in porn. So
you were doing the gangbangs, but of course it was somewhat on what we consider an amateur level.
Yep.
Because, you know, what have you. So when did you start fucking with industry people?
So the first trip I had taken was to Vegas, which is, you know, very common. There's a lot of content creators and everything out there. So I had a couple shoots set up that were mostly content creation. I didn't really have a paid shoot or a, you know, a professional shoot right away, especially that first trip. And it was just kind of getting my toes in the water. And from there, you know, then I did Exotica in New Jersey. And that was awesome because it let me meet, you know, actual production companies and people that were, you know, in the business as well. And it blew my mind, honestly. And shortly after that, I, you know, kind of started getting my first like little, you know, paid shoots, professional shoots. And then I think the big one that I did that really kind of jump-started everything for me was a scene I did with Richard Mann for Evil Angel.
That's out to my brother, my mentor, Big Daddy.
He's so good. He's so sweet too. Such a good
guy. And what's interesting is that I do know that Evil Angels do come to him to outsource.
Yes.
So that's cool and everything. So with doing the professional shoots, how much did you have to adjust to the professional shoots? Because it's different than doing content.
Yeah, that's a great question. I had a deep respect for, you know, women, men, anybody who's in this industry and who has been in it for a long time. And the amount of work and the amount of, you know, concentration and, you know, energy that you put into a scene like that, even if it's a, you know, a 10-minute scene, you know, everything from that to, you know, a full, you know, hour and a half gangbang, like you're just every angle, the lighting, the detail, the releases, it made me really appreciate it. But yes, it was quite a bit different than just, you know, making.
First, the way I know he shoots because it was for Evil Angels. You also, because before then, you probably weren't doing a lot of. You did photo shoots, but these photo shoots, when you shoot for companies, are way different because it's really, really professionally done, and they really, really focus. So it was like, cause was that your first time doing pretty girl pictures, photo shoot?
No, I had taken some professional photos before, and some like kind of professional small videos, but nothing, you know, nothing really sexual, just like, you know, lingerie and, you know, different poses and stuff like that. But as like a full scene doing that professional type photography and video, yeah, definitely was my first time.
So with you being on camera, because I don't know because it was Richard, it felt more like a content shoot, probably by the way it flowed versus, you know what I'm saying? So with you, how comfortable you was with the camera by that time?
I would say very. I've been surprising myself every time I make a new video or do some new content with how comfortable I am. There's been a few times where I'm like nervous beforehand for sure. But once I get into it and I get into my element and I'm, you know, fully embraced in it, I just clicked clicked into gear, I guess.
So now, when it comes now, of course, with Richard Mann, you already had talked to him, met him before. Tell us about the shoot where the paid shoot where you didn't meet the male talent prior, and how was that different?
Yeah, that's a great one too. One that comes to mind that I had done somewhat recently, I think it was about 2 months ago, was a shoot with Will Tile, and yep, and
I hit all the damn legends. God damn. I knew that ass was beautiful, but damn.
He was awesome. He made me feel so comfortable. I walked in, I was treated like a superstar, and we had to take little breaks because I was having some, little issues here and there, as you do, especially with like an anal shoot. You have to it's a lot of, prep and all that.
A lot of things gotta go right for you.
Yeah, yes.
You don't realize how much has to go right for you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And it's, sometimes it's just literally for lack of better words, pain in the ass. But he made me feel so good, so confident, so sexy. And I have not had anybody that I have met that has made me feel any other way. I've any professional or just content creation trade shoots that I've done, everybody has been so kind and down to earth and very, complimenting, sweet, all the things.
So shoot. So because a lot of people don't realize when we film, we in front of that camera, you can't let yourself go with so much because you have to pay attention to the camera, your angles. It ain't just regular sex. It's sex with a purpose. Period. So why do people think it's just as simple as just going on set and fucking?
I think honestly, it's just that they don't see the behind the scenes. They don't see what goes on, the hours of, prep, the, at least half hour or so, if not more, depending on how many people you're shooting with, of paperwork and, IDs and test checking. And, then it goes into doing all this, positions. It's like, okay, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? And that way, you get such a flowing production that you don't have to focus so much about what you're doing. You can actually just be like, okay, I know what we're doing next. And then it lets you, kind of actually be able to really get into it and enjoy it because you've already scripted the way that, everything's going to go. I think that people assume that it's just very easy because, you have sex in your everyday life and it's sex. I mean, but when you get in front of the camera and the amount of lighting and angles to make it look just that extra step above, mom and pop's little cell phone porn, it is a lot. And it's amazing.
What's funny is that because of porn back in the day, they think that the sex ain't real. No, the sex is very real.
Oh yeah.
It's like professional wrestling. It's scripted.
Yep.
Okay. because the reason why I say so people understand that is you ain't got to worry about looking at no camera. I ain't got to worry about positioning her in certain positions. I ain't got to worry about angling myself or angling her.
Yep.
Because the male talent is the engineer. He kind of directs the scene within the scene.
Yep.
Period. And our job is to make her look her best. Period. So because you done dealt with the best, what criteria do a dude have to step to you about for content trade?
Okay, can you just reiterate that? Just word it.
Okay, I was saying.
You're good.
When I hit you up, what do you take into consideration before you say yes, I will work with you?
I think I've always kind of given people the benefit of the doubt for the most part. But unless there is, a diehard, somebody out there that says, do not work with this person, blah, blah, blah. And there's a whole backup behind that.
Yeah.
I'm very open to working with people just because I don't believe that everybody is, correct on how they feel about somebody. I think that things, like you and I could click, we could work together and we could, things would just flow perfectly. We'd get along really well, make awesome content. And then, some other person that I've never met, I could show up and, we just don't flow as well. I think it would just have to be something really bad if somebody was not going to, if I was not going to want to shoot with somebody, it would be something, test wise or, just.
Now I'm gonna ask you this: do you want them to have some type of experience? Because let's keep it 100. We don't want our time wasted.
Yeah.
I've been there where I had a dude that swore up and down he could roll. That motherfucker couldn't get it up, couldn't keep it up, couldn't bust a nut. In some cases, they didn't show up.
Yep. I have done both, obviously. So I've worked with the goats, the players that have been doing it for a long time. And then I've also worked with, people who have never even been in front of a camera before. And I think it's just the way you approach the situation, because I would handle it differently. I let the goats take control and kind of do how they feel, because they are more experienced than I am. And, and then when there's somebody who is behind the camera, or, in front of the camera, that's been there once in their life, if that, I kind of feel like I have to take a little bit more control of that. Just because it, then that you're, kind of directing the way things have to go. I'm genuinely not like a very dominant person, but I feel though when I want to get really good stuff, I am completely able to click into that mode of like, okay, this is a really good angle. This is a really good, position or whatever it is, or this is a good skit. Like this would be really fun to do if I do this, and, let's have fun with it this way. So I think it just depends on, the type of person. Obviously, you would hope that the male talent specifically can do their end of the bargain. But life happens too. So, you just make the best of it.
Because I mean, don't get twisted. I mean, in situations where I had two nuts and two pop shots in the scene. And it still sold people, so it don't even matter.
Yep.
Everything. But no, it's the chemistry is key. Because the better your chemistry is, the better that scene gonna turn out.
Yep.
More you gonna let loose, more he gonna let loose, and everything. So it's kind of like with, how can I put this? I know you get a lot of content creators. That hit you up. Tell me some of the things that they do wrong when they hit you up.
I think probably the biggest thing that I have seen is in regards to the testing. I'm very forthright with when I have my test, I send it right away. It's clear. It's, either I send the QR code or I send the link, or, we do that in person. But it's always a little, kind of not confusing, but just mind-boggling a little bit when, you have to get a test done, and you have to do it through, A and B or whatever, company. And then you kind of either beat around the bush, or you don't go through that company, or you try to just, put it under the rug. That
you know why? Because they ain't got the money for the shit. That's why.
Well, and that's a big thing too. It's like,
yeah.
If you want to be in the business, you have to. That's, don't get coffee every day, or don't. That's your career. Like you have to be able to spend that money to make the money.
Yeah, because a lot of times you hear dudes, they don't get twisted. Do I feel they need to make it cheaper? Fuck yes.
Oh, I agree. Yes.
Damn near should make it free for the town.
Yeah, I agree.
But I digress. They got to make their money somehow.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, to me, with the saturation, and for me coming in from 2010, it's just crazy with the testing, because what was it, last year was the year before that it was the swab. Now we got the new STI.
Yep.
And I think the biggest problem is people don't know how to curve or adjust in their personal sex life to do this business. That's the biggest problem. Because your testing is good, the last person you fucked.
Exactly. Yep, I completely agree. That's really been the only thing that's kind of like, rubbed me the wrong way, is if you're just not, responsible about the testing. But other than that, I worked in customer service for a long time, and I feel like that's definitely helped me a lot, be able to, deal with and communicate with people that, may not be easy to communicate with. So that, I think that definitely, I don't really find problems with people. I just don't let it bother me.
Okay, not in this business.
Yep.
Not in this business by no means. So how often do you film for content to keep up with your updates?
All the time, every week, but, depending on where I am or what I'm doing, if it's stuff, at home here, or if it's just, we're out and about doing, traveling close, or like I am going to Miami on Sunday and I'll be there for XBiz. And then a week and a half later, I fly to Vegas. And then a week and a half or 2 weeks later, I'm flying to Phoenix. So it's like, sometimes it's, constant, and then it'll kind of I'll have a little break, but I try to get as much as I can, regardless of if it's riding my horse, just like pictures of me and my
husband. I did see the picture of you with the horse.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Deep down, I'm a country girl, for sure.
Oh my goodness. I'm surprised you ain't took some pictures butt naked on a horse.
Oh God, no. My poor horse would not like that.
Horse gonna look at you like, really? Really? You gonna put the pussy on my back like that?
Yeah, you'd be like, Mom, no. Mm-mm. No.
So what type of content do you shoot? Do you do solos? I know you do boy, girl, of course, girl, all that. But do you do solos?
I haven't done too much solo stuff. I feel like I could, but I just feel more, it's crazy. I feel more confident when I have other people involved.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yep. So I love doing the group stuff, the gangbang stuff, and the like orgy stuff. I am super into kink too. My goal in life has always been to shoot with kink. So that's like a,
so we talking BDSM, some
a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not dominant. What'd you say?
Why the fuck am I retired?
I don't know. Why are you retired?
God damn it. You know what I mean? Shit, I'm a dom too. But
oh, you gotta come back. It's never too late.
Oh my God. See, she made me feel like I'm a good looking man. See, women know how to treat, know how to make
you got that salt and pepper going on. Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. So how much do you implement your swinging lifestyle to your family?
I think that, having a partner that is extremely into the, lifestyle as much as I am, it's helped, kind of merge the two together, because, he can't really be involved as much with like the porn stuff, which is fine. He helps me a lot, and I could not be in this business without him. But honestly, I think that the swinging really helped me feel comfortable with, men and women, because I was never super confident with other women. I was confident with men, but when it came to women, I was always, kind of a little more like self-conscious and nervous that I would do something wrong, or like, offend her in any way. So yeah, right. So the swinging definitely helped me feel like I was, oh, I can do this. Like I can make a woman feel really good too. It's not just a man, and, vice versa. I can peg her and she loves it, and vice versa, like stuff that I never thought I would be into. But just doing girl on girl stuff is awesome. Love it. But the best is when there's men involved too, because they're enjoying watching that and participating. And so
the energy that's there.
Yes.
Because I tell a good scene, you can feel the energy from the screen.
Yes.
Period. and everything. And trust me, the fans know when she enjoyed it and when she didn't. They don't pay attention.
Yep.
Trust me, I had plenty of them like, you really wasn't feeling her like that, were you?
Yeah, you can
How
tell.
the fuck did you tell?
Yep.
But you were right though. No, I really wasn't.
It's palpable. If you can click with somebody or people, whoever it is, it's amazing how you can, watch the scene and be like, damn, like they were feeling it. They had it like locked in of, the each other's dynamics, and they were both feeling so good, and it just like reciprocated both ways, and then it showed on camera. You could see it easily.
So shoot. I already know you do anal, you do game things. So all them questions I ain't got that. BDS should already do all that. So here's the question.
Okay.
How do one not find themselves being, I'm trying to find the word, it's not stereotype, but typecasted. Meaning that you're only known for the gangbangs. You're only known for the group sex. You feel what I'm saying? Because sometimes being typecasted hurts your career more so than help it. So how do you try to make sure that you're not typecasted into that lane of gangbang and orgies? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I that's actually something that I have not struggled with, but I have really, really paid attention to, because I have had, fill in the blank people, just random, whoever. Oh, well, you just do, BBC or interracial, or you just do gangbangs, or you just, and I appreciate when they say that, because then it helps me understand that like this is the other side of what people are seeing. Mm-hmm. But I think the fact that I'm genuinely interested and love doing all of it, mm-hmm. It helps me focus on not just doing, okay, like, oh, I could be really good at this one thing, don't worry so much about the other things. This is like, okay, I love doing this, but I love doing this, but I love doing this. So I try to shoot so much different content because I enjoy it just as much, the variety of it, it's able to, show on my social media and my, OnlyFans and Fansly and stuff like that.
So with your paid gigs, how often do you do them, and how do you get them? Are you do you have an agent? Do you do it yourself?
So as often as I can, I do them. As much as I'm asked, I will do them. I think every opportunity is a good opportunity, regardless of what the scene or, dynamic is. I think that, putting yourself out of your comfort zone is a really good, that's how you get successful in this business, is pushing yourself. How I get them, I am completely independent. I am not working with any agents. I have a really good support team at home, and I have a lot of, people that are in the industry that have a lot of experience, that have, kind of helped me, and, we kind of help each other. Honestly, it's mostly getting, reached out to on, the social media platforms of, hey, I saw you, are going to be here. Would you shoot for this company? Blah, blah, blah. Like it just kind of rolls into that sort of thing.
Now, too, I believe that also because you shot with a lot of big names that helped you too to get some of those gigs. I tell girls, it's a reason why you shoot with established talent.
Yeah, I think
9 out of 10, the producers that book them actually look at their videos, and then they goes like, "Who's her?" I ain't seen her before. Who's her?
Yeah, I love that, and I love learning from these, especially these ladies that have, really, really been successful, because they have the best advice and the most like genuine background to be able to be like, hey, I did it this way and it didn't work, try this, or, don't talk to this person, or, obviously I take everything with a grain of salt, but it's very, I'm very grateful that I have been able to work with the people that I have. It's been awesome.
So now the question I got to ask is, damn, I lost my train. I smoked too much. One, you do have a nice ass. Your ass, that ass picture is just really distracting. No, don't cover it up.
I see nothing.
Don't worry, Premium Smoker. She will be on the Premium Smoke Room. We will get her on there. So
Oh yes, yes.
So now, what other ways do you make money in the industry?
In the industry?
Yeah.
So like I said, I've done Sex Panther a bit, and that excuse the car. That has been, when I first started it, I was very like intimidated by it because it was like, I don't know, I always thought it was like a big deal to like do live stuff which is crazy. My fiance laughs at me all the time. He's like, you get so nervous doing a video chat. Yeah. And then you go and do a 15 guy gangbang orgy and you're like, I'm ready.
You ain't got to do much talking in that gangbang.
Exactly. It's the talking. That's the problem, is that I get in my head and I know I'm good at it, but then when I get in my head, I like psych myself out. Mm-hmm. But I think just collaborating with people has really helped me build up financially, being open to it. I'm on OnlyFans and just started Fansly. And honestly, probably ManyVids is probably my my biggest source of success.
And see, what's interesting, because everyone talks about OnlyFans. They don't really talk about other sites as much. Mm-hmm. And we're going to get to a real good question in a second. Give me a second. Okay. But the question is this. Why did everyone focus on there's so many other sites? And like you said, you do better with ManyVids than you kind of do with OnlyFans. So why is everyone just focused on OnlyFans? Because it's just social media? It's because everybody wanted to post how much they fucking made from that bitch? Because even with me, like, I don't have OnlyFans.
Yep.
My money is clips for sale, X videos,
yep,
kitty vids, Fat House.
Yep.
So for you, which one did you start with first? OnlyFans?
Yes. I'm pretty sure it was OnlyFans that was the start. And it was a very slow roll in the beginning because I was, a little tiny fish in a giant pond, and which was fine. I kind of wanted to go into it slowly, and I think the main reason, just from like trying to be an outsider's perspective, is that OnlyFans was as far as I know, one of the first original sites, to kind of be able to do that type of content, I guess, and be able to put yourself out there in that type of way. But I think they're all good for different reasons. The one thing that, ManyVids or clips for sale, stuff like that is a little bit more profitable on my end of things. Mm-hmm. I think is because of the type of content that I produce. I am a little bit more of the quote unquote taboo side of things, and OnlyFans, tends to censor that a bit more.
Yeah, there ain't no scat, there ain't no water sport.
You got to be very good, very well behaved on OnlyFans. So I think it's also it's a site that a lot of single or individual females can do and be able to have full control of themselves and just post videos of themselves, not working with anybody else. Mm-hmm. So I think that definitely is why OnlyFans probably is a bit bigger. I think it's gonna even out though. I think things are gonna kind of start to develop where
now it is, because OnlyFans kind of lost their shock value now.
Yeah.
Everybody mama got one. So I'm like, I'm on that life. Every OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
I love FetLife. I'm on there, and it's one of my favorite sites because you can be full of yourself. You didn't find me on there yet?
Trust me, it'll pop up soon as I post when this is released.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
But see, like I said, but wait a second, you is in South Carolina.
Yeah, I'm in South Carolina.
Because I just know North Carolina is swinging like two Bible Belt. 2 Bible Belt. That's the problem with the Carolinas. shit. Cause like our closest dungeon got naked is what I think what was Fayetteville, but then they shut that one down. I think
Yeah, that was, oh my gosh. We used to have the best time going there. I'm so sad it's closed. And that was a lot of reason too why, I kind of jumped into the business as well, because we used to just go for fun.
Yeah.
And didn't realize like, wow, like this is a cool world. Like that was my first, big sex club kind of experience. And it really was, eye opening, but it was also like freeing. And I was like, wow, like this is what it could be like if I can, be like this every day and I could just fully, embrace who I am. And we went a few times and then, they were like, yeah, we're closing. We went to like, I think the last time they were open, we went to that last night. And it was sad. Everybody was sad. It was very
because my homegirl used to go there. Shouts out to my wonderful co-host in the Premium Smoke Room, Chronicles of a Spit Queen, Miss Spit Queen. She and her girl used to go there. I think they went there the last month that it was open. And so it'd be funny, I bumped into each other. But but now I'm gonna ask you this, because ladies lately been complaining about where guys put their content. Is that an issue for you?
um no, I think that everybody kind of I'm happy with everybody doing whatever they feel confident and comfortable with. I've worked with some, obviously the ones I've said, but I've worked with some amazing guys that they are so on top of the way that they post, and they post everything very, they're putting it out there. Examples, I like Shaundam. He's one of my favorite people to work with. I truly love him. He's a great person, great producer, great behind and in front of the camera. I've also worked with Mars Black, and he is.
I'm supposed to interview him later on this month.
Oh, good. Oh my gosh, yes. He also is like so on top of, the way he posts things, and he's putting stuff out, and he's doing the job, and he's making sure that, he's always giving credit, just like Shaundam. I mean, those are just two examples of people that I, look up to, and I know that there are good guys out there posting all those things. They're on top of it. I'm sure that there are, guys, that haven't and don't, but I guess if it's
struck ass, because to me, you should tag the female that you filmed with.
Absolutely.
It's promotion for you, that's promotion for her.
Yeah.
And respect and thank you for allowing you to fuck her on camera for your dumbass to make money.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, I think that's a very good way to put it.
Yeah. Because see, at the end of the day, it's like no different than the men. Her brand is built off of who she fucks.
Yeah.
Period. And when it comes down to it, I never understood why dudes don't tag. Now, my thought is they're afraid that you're gonna steal their fan, but I hate to tell you, she already stole your fan base, you dumb idiot. Because soon they see her, they're gonna Google.
Oh, yeah. I think as long as, I think the goal is to be kind to everybody and to help everybody out. This is, I'm sure parts of the world is dog eat dog, but this industry, it's the way that I've seen it be successful is if you're, helping other people as well. I have had, not to, totally, bring up more names, but just little shout outs to, I've worked with two females that have blown my mind, and they are so respectful and so genuine. Sub Girl, which I'm sure you know.
Oh yeah, I did trying to get her on the show.
Yeah, and then Rebel Ryder as well, who is
she gonna be on the show too. I finally got her. She's good. Yes. She's a beast, the queen of anal. I'm sorry.
They are the sweetest people, but they are the most driven and badass ladies that it's helped me kind of like.
So you're in a group sex scene with Rebel Ryder, right?
What was that?
You did not amaze Rebel Ryder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me, does not amaze you how she gets down? Like she gets Damn.
She does, but she's very smart about it. She knows what she likes and she focuses on that. And that's why everybody, well, they should at least appreciate how genuine she is. They both are. I mean, Subgirl started very, she's been in this business for a long time as well. And she started out kind of similarly to the way I did, or if you want to say the opposite, I started out similarly to her, doing it for fun. And it, being around her and, even when we weren't, doing anything for content, it was just being able to like shoot the shit and just pick her brain a little bit and realize that, it doesn't all have to be, perfect and done exactly a certain way. It's just about bringing out your, genuinity of who you are as a person, and not everybody's going to like you. And that's okay. you literally are not here to please everybody, but as long as you stay, yourself, that's the best you can do. And like I said, those two girls, have really shown me that. Another one I worked with that blew my mind away with his just organization and his just he's just so good, was Tadpole. And he was one of the newest guys I've worked with. And I can't say
I got to give him his props.
I cannot say
he got a gangbang. He gets gangbangs and somehow get all these motherfuckers tested.
You would be amazed. I mean, I'm sure you could understand.
I had Ted on the show. Me and him had a talk. I said, dude, it's hard enough to get a gangbang organized. It's another one to get a gangbang organized and niggas are tested.
Seriously, and the amount of work that he does behind the scenes, just himself organizing half of that. I was like, afterwards, I pulled him aside and I said, look, that was one of the most organized and productive scenes. And I think we had 15 or 16 guys and 5 girls. It was like, yes, the paperwork took a long time. Yes, the testing checks took a long time, but it was necessary. And he did it better than I could have ever imagined anybody would have done it.
And then you realize how difficult it is to shoot an orgy in a gangbang.
Oh my gosh.
It's hard.
It's
fucking hard. And especially if you try to do it with one camera.
Yeah. Thankfully, we had 3 for that one, which was really nice, having different views. And that way, everybody was involved and very, in front of the camera too, behind, in front of. But yeah, I definitely, I cannot believe how, I'm blown away at how many genuine and amazing creators I've worked with in just a short period of time. I've been extremely lucky. I don't think I would be anywhere like I am right now without working with, even just some of the people that I've named. They have been so kind and so genuine and helping me along the way. And also like feeding off of that positive energy has been amazing.
I believe me. It's very, very, I'm a manager myself. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. So speaking about positive energy, of course you heard earlier she has a fiance. Now, I love talking to people who's married or engaged or have a relationship in porn. The main reason is for all you negative ass pieces of shit that want to sit here and say, well, if you do porn, you never find a man. You never get married. You never find someone to take you serious.
Yeah, it's definitely a stigma. I hear it a lot. Like, oh, how did you find somebody like that? Or doesn't he worry, or doesn't he get, jealous? Or honestly, I don't think I would be in this industry without him. He has been such a rock and such a supporter. And honestly, it turns him on just as much as it turns me on. We
on it. You can't be a swinger if you don't get turned on watching your wife getting railed.
Yep.
And actually, here's another caveat: she better do well. I'll fuss my woman out. I'm like, everyone said that your head was whack, baby. We got to practice.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
not gonna embarrass me next time we go to the swing club. No, no.
No, oh
I'll
gosh.
be the dude talking about, so you better deep throat that motherfucker.
Yep. Yep.
So now, with because I'm pretty sure he helps you with your career. He helps you probably with the editing and all that good stuff. I'm pretty sure. How do y'all balance that with the relationship? Give me, because understand this, chasing this career takes a lot of energy, a lot of time.
Yep.
Period. So how do y'all balance it with so y'all have time for y'all?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great question, because that is something that we, not in a bad way, have struggled with. But I think that we both have our separate lives in the I guess open relationship type dynamic. He will go and pick up chicks and do his own thing, and he has no problems with that, and I love it. I love when he, gives me updates like that, like, oh, look at this hot chick I just, picked up. I'm like, fuck yeah, that's awesome.
That's that relationship I want right there.
So that's definitely helped, because he can do his own thing, and we fully trust each other. We love hearing about each other's adventures, so to speak, I guess. But I think that, like, the fact that we do have our separate things, he's out doing his thing, having a great time, picking up chicks. I'm, whether it's work, like shooting content, shooting professional content, or if I'm horny and I want to, just meet someone too, like we both are able to do that. And I think that's why we are so good together, because then when we come and we're, together at home, whatever, if we're traveling, we like want each other more. And the fact that we designate time for that too, that's I think that probably the toughest part, is making sure that you always have time. And it's when we're both busy, he works a full-time job, I'm, traveling and constantly, doing video stuff, doing content, and riding my horse and taking care of the dogs. And we've kind of decided that we, okay, this weekend or this whatever, we are focusing
That's
on.
why you just acting like y'all got a straight up farm.
We don't have a farm. I don't have the horse on the property. He's boarded, so I don't have to. Yeah, just the dog.
Is he in South Carolina?
He is, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, she got a horse, ladies and gentlemen. Subtle flex brought to you by Maria Fox. Because how many people can say they own a horse? I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh, it's my stress relief for sure.
I never wore a horse in my life. I always wanted to try it one day.
It's definitely it's a lot. It definitely engulfs your life. I was very invested in that world for a long time, and it's a lot of work. It keeps you in really good shape, though.
I'm pretty. I can see. It's crazy because Tatiana still lives in South Carolina.
Okay.
Angel Minks live up here with me.
Yep.
Surprised y'all ain't never connected.
So I've heard of both of them. I mean, I've definitely passed words,
I'm sorry, y'all making me think about putting together a content house in North Carolina.
I mean, yes, always. That sounds fantastic. It would be great.
Yeah, because like I said, Angel Minks, she's up here. They swing, her husband.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Ion still and his wife Tatiana and y'all is in South Carolina, and I will be, well, by the time y'all hear this, y'all go to Premium Smoke and check it out. I had to go to Charleston, record some stuff myself, so I ain't gonna front. I'm surprised y'all ain't bump heads. Actually, that would be hot if y'all did.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm all about it. Yeah, I will. It's tough because you never know, like, especially in bios, in some of the social media, sometimes it's not very specific on where people are actually located. So, and it's tough to, like, it's not like you can go on there and type in, porn star.
Well, I ain't gonna front. Hey, listen to that. You know, hey, smokers. You know, if you're listening, you know, go ahead and send me an email. Should I try to put together a content house? I mean, of course, I'll be the cameraman because I'm not going to be in front of the camera except for some interviews and shit. But I think that would be cool because there's so many people that's in the North Carolina area, and I'm pretty sure if I put together for some of the guys that I know will probably show up. So shit, even Mr. Nuts might even show up to that motherfucker. You're like, what you doing the content house? I'm coming. Red Bottom might show up. Shouts out to Red Bottom out this bitch.
Yes, yes. He's awesome too. We've talked a few times.
Yeah, he's going up.
Yeah. Yep.
So people have this gorgeous box up here for almost an hour, and you know it's a lot we got to talk about because a lot we didn't get to. So you know I got to ask her the $1 million question. Can I call you a smoke buddy?
Of course.
So there you go. She'll be back here on the Smokers Lounge, and one or two ways to get extra content from the Smokers Lounge. She's going to be on the Premium Smoke Room. Y'all know what it is. It's on Loyal Fans. You know what that means. More provocative, more wilder, more crazy, more unpredictable, more candid, more of everything. The tits come out, dildos pop out. You don't know unless you subscribe. 5 premium podcasts. 3 gorgeous, sexy hosts for you to fall in love with. And I even got some my work in the video store. All this on Loyal Fans. The best smoke is what? Premium smoke. Go ahead and subscribe. And the second way you can get extra content is on Spotify. Subscribe there as well for my Savage Smoke, where I talk to the top male talents in the business. We talk about the women, the industry, from a male perspective, male sexuality, everything to do with men. You know what I'm saying? And it's candid, and we don't hold back. I already had Tech. I already had Alfonso Lays. I had my man, Scorpion God. And shouts out to my boy, Shamaj, you Jamaican freak. You Jamaica freak, you Bubba Clot, man. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, Miss Maria Fox, tell everybody where they can spend money on you.
So my main link is mariefox31.com. That has everything on it. It has my OnlyFans, my Twitter, my ManyVids, Fansly, Instagram, Sex Panther. Everything is mariefox31.com. And all of my handles are mariefox31 as well.
There you go. I need to go spend some money, and she will be back, people. And for my premium smoke rooms, you know, actually, show off your outfit real quick. Let's give them a little sample what they might get.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Show off that sex ass outfit. I had to see it because she got in the hands. Look at that ass.
Oh my goodness.
That's a money maker right there. That's what the people want to see.
No, these are my money maker right here.
Well, I think from head to toe is your money maker. Let's go there. So
you're so sweet.
Imagine her taking it off. You ain't gonna see it unless you subscribe. So with that being said, you know how we end these things all day, every damn day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience? If you haven't learned anything, smoke this over. Say goodbye to him, Miss Fox.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.